Welcome to Dodger Stadium, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shelby. David Ace making waves in the baseball world right now after homering in 8 straight games. The Major League record shared by Dale Long, Don Mattingly, Ken Griffey Jr., and he's got a chance to match it today, Chris.
Well, Boog, runs like this pull people into baseball that aren't even necessarily baseball fans because the excitement around every at-bat that he has, I'm sure a lot of people are going to be watching to see if he can tie that record in this one.
First pitch coming your way next. And next up for the Tigers, David Ace. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Yeah, boy, good piece.
That one laced to center and a base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
And that keeps his hitting streak going. He's making this look way easier than it is, Boog. Setting the record is hard enough, but to keep upping it every day like he is, I don't really know what to say anymore.
At this point, it honestly feels like it's never going to end. Absolutely remarkable. Blaze Jordan swings through it for strike 1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Runner on the go. Strike in there. And that's a stolen base, not even close. That's 20 stolen bases for him this season. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Got him swinging.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Damian Trejo up now for the Tigers. Fastball for a strike. Two outs, 2 in scoring position here in game 1 of this 3-game set. And a swing and a miss.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Two on, 2 outs. Just missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Lawler tossed to first. That ends the frame. Tigers strand a pair. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Now the left fielder, Pablo Del Villar. He's someone who quickly made a splash at this level, Chris, a former Rookie of the Year.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. Goes to second for 1, and that's 2.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
One out, bases empty.
Second baseman, David Ace.
The pitch behind with that swing. It's strike one.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. Ross going back on this one. Hauls it in on the warning track.
It's a really good swing. He just didn't get quite enough of it to beat the wind. It's blowing in from right field right now.
Bases loaded, 2 down.
David Ace.
Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. Work grabs it on the run. 2 runs in the inning, but they strand 3. And midway in the 4th, it's the back here at Chavez Ravine, bottom of the inning, and now the center fielder, Nick Worth. On the ground, right side, Ace. Tosses to first, and a quick out, number 1.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Base is empty with 2 away. David Ace up now for the Tigers. 1 for 3. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. Ross makes the play, and that is that. No runs, no hits, no errors. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. And we are tied 4-4. And next for LA, Kevin Johnston. Runners on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Go to third. Too late. Save. Double steal. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Pablo Del Villar. Johnston, the runner at first with 2 gone. Out to short. Volpe. Got him on the off-balance throw. Inning over. So they get 3 and jump ahead late. 8th inning coming up. It's the Dodgers 7 and the Tigers 5. 1 away. Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. On the move, heading back. Out of here. He flexes his power with that swing. His latest homer in an incredible season. It's 9-7. 9 consecutive games with a home run.
They'll just dialed in at the dish right now. 9 games in a row. That's just unthinkable. Congrats to him. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one, and you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
So up next, David Ace. He's already homered in this game.
The second baseman, David Ace.
The other way. Snags it on the run. And that's the 3rd out. So 1 hit is all they get. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the order, 2 up. Tigers 10 and the Dodgers 8. Ace had a great showing in the win.
I'll tell you, Boog, I was excited every time he came up. When a player is locked in like he was, it's a really special feeling. Great job in this one.
Someone's love, someone's other love. My mother was a son. I've been around with me without a plan to shop.
David Ace ready to go in this one. This breakout star has been a model of consistency at the plate, leading the league in batting average. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Here's the second baseman, David Ace.
David Ace.
Intentional pass coming. Bases now loaded, though it does set up a force at every base. Bases loaded, nobody out. Kaplan will hit next. 3 hits last night, so he was a big factor in getting that win. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. All loaded up here in the second game of the series. This one in the air, right field. Fernandez flashes the leather on the running catch.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Damian Trejo up now for the Tigers. That one inside, and that's ball 1. Orozco, the runner at third. Volpe on second. Ace over at first with 1 away. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
That misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Bases loaded. 1 away. Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the wall. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
Sam Marbury up now for the Tigers. 2 homers in the game yesterday, so he's feeling good coming in. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. In the dirt, blocked.
1-1.
Nothing happening on the bases, though. 1 out, bases full. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. 1 run's in. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Bases still loaded and still only 1 away.
Big RBI for him right there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
So digging in, Dakota Jordan, one of the stars in the win yesterday, as he had 3 hits. And that's a strike. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Way out front for strike 2.
Then he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
On the ground to the left. Lawler tossed to first. They limit the damage here. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Tigers 2, the Dodgers coming to bat. And up next for Los Angeles, Sammy Fernandez.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Swing and a ground ball. Ace. Tosses to first. That's out number 2.
Batting third, the left fielder, Pablo Del Villar. Now batting, second baseman, David Ace.
Dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and they can't get the out.
Well, tack one more game onto his hitting streak, dude. Every day, this guy just keeps making his record harder and harder to reach. I still can't believe what he's doing.
Yeah, neither can I. It's like he's playing on beginner mode out there. First and second, 2 outs. Kaplan getting ready to hit. He's 0 for 1. Fastball for a strike.
That's a ball.
2 on, 2 outs.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
Just off the inside edge.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
That clips the corner. First and second, 2 down. And now it's filled up. Trejo up next for the Tigers. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out.
Just a beautiful play. Where's the cage? In the air like Superman. Diving catch, and he ends the inning.
One down. Garrett O'Malley steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Double play ball to second. There's 1, and that's 2. Nothing across here this half. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. It's the Tigers 2 and the Dodgers 1. And now it's Miguel Amaya.
The catcher.
Leadoff man on. It's time to play a little small ball. Get some base runners. Try to dig yourself out of the hole.
Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. The throw to third. He's in there.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Now back.
2 out, space is empty.
David Ace.
Swung on, belted. That's back. Out of here. That'll fire up the dugout. His 2nd home run of the series, and they add to their lead. It's 5-2.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
David Ace up now for the Tigers. He's already homered here in this one.
David Ace.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Fernandez hauls it in, 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
On the ground. Slings to first in time.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
New inning getting started. Now it's the second baseman, David Ace. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
Hauls it in, 1 away.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Ace had a sensational showing in the win. Collected a couple of hits, one of them left the yard.
No question, he was a big piece of their success in this ball game. Fantastic effort at the plate.
David Ace ready to put on a show, playing as the league leader in home runs this season. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. First pitch coming your way next. Here's some real power at the plate. David Ace. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
And that's ripped into left. Base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
And that keeps his hitting streak going. He's making this look way easier than it is, Moog. Setting the record is hard enough, but to keep upping it every day like he is, I don't really know what to say anymore.
At this point, it honestly feels like it's never going to end. Absolutely remarkable. First and second, no outs. Blaze Jordan up now for the Tigers. That's in there. 0-1.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got 1 run in. You got to try to get another 1 or maybe 2.
That one missed.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Jordan tries to hold up, appeal to first, and that's going to be ruled a swing. That one just misses.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Now, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
Sam Marbury in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. And the righty deals. Swings and misses and one down below the zone.
Yeah, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and getting out of this little jam.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. But no advance from the runners.
The white number 21.
So 2 down now, and here is Dakota Jordan. He's got 4 hits in the series on 9 at-bats. Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 4-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Runner at second, 2 down.
The second baseman, David Ace.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field.
Go.
Onto the track, and he makes the catch. So no runs here and a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. Down to the bottom of the second. Tigers 4, and the 1 out, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Theo Gillen. 1 out, base is empty. On the ground, right side, Ace. Fires in time.
Batting 7, the right fielder, Kyle Ruff.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone.
Second baseman, David
Ace matched a homer in his last game. Well struck right field. 1 out's off the wall. Should be extra bases. 1 run is in. The relay throw. And he's out.
Absolutely perfect execution of the relay right there to cut him down at third. And he probably should have shut it down at second base and been happy with the double, but it took a great play to get him. You just have to tip your cap.
We head to the bottom of the 5th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Garrett O'Malley.
O'Malley.
And he hits a ground ball right side. On to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Second baseman.
And up next for Detroit, David Ace. That one ripped.
Get out of here.
And it's caught just in front of the wall. Tigers strand a pair, and it remains an 8-1 game. So runner at second, 2 down. O'Malley now at the plate.
O'Malley.
On the ground, right side. Over to Jordan. Inning over, and it could have been worse. So they get 3 runs on 2 base hits. No errors, and 1 left on base. 1 out, runner at second. Ace, the next to hit. He's one of the best players in the game. There's a swing and a drive.
Get out of here. Get out of
That's
here.
back. It has the distance, gone. That one felt good. That's his third home run of the series, and they add a pair. It's 11-4. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Up next,
Here in the bottom of the ninth, one out. Del Villar digs in now.
Del Villar.
And he grounds one to the right side. Over to Jordan. Now only one out remaining.
Now batting, the catcher, Gustavo Chavez.
Ace really stood out in this win. Put together 3 hits, one of them a home run.
Oh, Boot, can't say enough about what he did for him in this one. He's a big reason they got the W, and it's easy to see why he's a key contributor for him.